And here we are on April 30th, 2016. I'm going to be flying towards the Wissota Dam on Lake Wissota. And I'm adding audio on April 27th, 2018. Phantom 3 videos don't have any audio, so I'm going back and adding audio to the video. And we can see we have quite a bit of water here coming down. And so we'll try to fly a little bit forward here in these super high winds here. Well, maybe not super high, but it's pretty windy. And we can see coming up to the spillways there, they got quite a bit of water coming over. Well, we'll wait till we get up there to take a look at that. I can actually see waves being pushed over the tops of them. Interesting. This is another one of those heebie-jeebie flights where I'm up in the air and flying under fast-moving water. So the hair in the back of my neck sticks up a little bit, and there's a resistance to flying towards the dam here. I just want to turn around and land. But being the adventurous type person, I just got to keep on pushing forward. Mainly because I'm curious to see what it looks like. So maybe if I move over a little bit over land, that'll make me feel a little bit better. And now if you look over on the left-hand side there, you can see water spilling over the top. But I think we're going to get closer yet, so... This is probably what's making my hair fall out right here. Then you got to think in the back of your mind, you know, I got all this money invested in this drone. What happens if it falls out of the sky? But that's kind of neat looking at the dam there, or the hydro plant. And now we'll just kind of drift on over to the spillways here. And now you can really see the top of the water being pushed over the tops. And they got a couple gates open. Just unbelievable what the force of that water going over must be. So they got two open on this right side here, and then they got one kind of open a little bit on the left-hand side, far left there. And this is probably about the hardest wind I would fly in right here today. If the wind's blowing any harder, that would I would not fly. Yeah, coming back is kind of nice because you're just cruising along with the wind. And I'm doing a little backwards flying here. Looking at the river. The other thing that you really need to keep track of when you're flying and it's windy out is your battery level. If you have to fly against the wind coming back, your battery is depleted much faster under windy conditions than it is under calm conditions. So you always want to leave yourself a huge safety factor there to land if you're flying against a headwind. Normally when I fly, I like to see a 50% battery level when I fly back. That has always given me plenty of flight time, and if you get yourself in trouble, you have time to react without the battery going dead on you. There's only a few times when I've really flown the battery to a real low level, but the thing was very close to me at the time, so it was just a matter of I wanted to catch more video, so let the battery run down to a lower level. There's only been one time when I've had to auto land. After it gets at 10%, it will land itself, and it was right next to me when it did that, so I was actually maneuvering it around for the best landing spot, and started coming down. But I was in a safe area and there was nothing around, and like I say, it was close to me, so. So now I'm working my way back. And what I decided to do here is I decided to come down in elevation because the winds generally don't affect you quite as much. They can be sailing up high, and then when you get down lower, it can make your life a lot easier. That's generally the way it is, but I can't say as it's that way every time. Like I say, the best thing is to come back with plenty of battery power left. And always have a plan B. I've flown out at the Wissota Dam a couple times, and it seems like it's always been pretty windy out there. And now I'm kind of happy here, so I'll start bringing it lower. And you can see the tree blowing around there. And that's with just small leaves on it. So here we are, back in the ground, safe and sound, flying around the Lake Wissota Dam.